Welcome back. It's Chit Chat Chop. We are so excited. It is a new season. It's season 4, and we are changing things up a little bit. We have an amazing guest who I've been trying to get on the show since the beginning, like since the very first, I think, season. We've been talking. We have Chef Ivan Chan here. Woo woo! In the house! Yes, from the Orient, my favorite place.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got to be happy, right? Not nervous.
Yes.
Happy.
Yes, I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I'm happy. Of course I'm happy.
So we're going to do a little chit chat here, and then Ivan's going to go over and have a little cook-off, or not cook-off, but cook with Andrew.
Cook-off.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew's up for it. Yeah.
And we also have a nice surprise at the end.
Oh, we have a nice surprise at the end. That's right. He's really dreading this. He's starting to sweat, I can tell. Okay, so you have the Orient.
Yes.
Yes, and you had it how long now? 6?
This is going into our 5th years now.
5th year.
Yeah.
And for those of you who have not been to the Orient on the Bedford Hwy, it is the most incredible, authentic Chinese food. I am there often. My children love it. It is their go-to restaurant. I've never had anything like it before, and I'm not well traveled, but I've traveled enough. Mm-hmm. So amazing dishes, amazing service, amazing hospitality.
Thank you.
Yeah. So check it out if you haven't. Okay, so 5 years. Where were you before that?
Many places.
Okay.
I work in many places because I try to improve my skills. I mean, I start my career pretty much work Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
And about 6-7 years ago, I decided I want a different set of skills. So I want to learn different set of cooking. So I end up in hotels, franchises, steakhouse, you name it, I've done it.
Okay.
So it's just stuff that I always think Chinese cooking is a really long history about it, but there's always something you can add to it.
Yep.
I always want to add my own little flair to it, and that's where that extra skill set's coming in to pretty much my cooking today.
So what was your biggest takeaway from non-Chinese restaurant? What did you bring in back after you were out and about?
Well, I would say management of ingredients and all that, because it's a culture that is pretty old school.
Okay.
So they are not open to a lot of different ingredients, different style, serving style. But because of myself, I grew up in Hong Kong, which was a British colony. So there was a lot of British influence too, from my background and all that. So want to blend in everything. So it's kind of more easier for people here to adopt to that type of dining in Chinese cooking wise.
Yes. And Ivan, you have some incredible dishes like that lobster tower at the last dinner. I've never seen anything like that. Mm-hmm. So you really see that in your dishes.
That tower is a lot of ingredients in there. Is something you don't really see in Chinese cooking. Yeah. It's just all those fine little leeks, and that's not something you typically use. But those are something that I found it works, and it's guests like it, and that's why we're going to keep it that way.
So what's your favorite ingredient to cook with?
I'm a big chicken guy.
Chicken.
Yeah, so that's probably what we're doing today, and I love chicken legs.
Yeah.
I love the chicken leg, like dark meat flavor and everything, and that's probably one of the favorite things for me to cook and to eat every day.
Yeah, we do a lot of chicken legs here. Our smoked chicken legs are delicious. I love how that carries through. So that's awesome. You're using local products.
Yes.
Yeah, because most of your products, your wine list and your beer list is all
pretty much all local. All our beverages, alcoholic beverages wise, all local. Meat wise, pretty much, I would say we are almost at the 90% point is local. It's just certain ingredients we have no access to here. But now we always try to use everything around here. All our beef is from Atlantic, and chicken pretty much local. So the pork, local certain things, but most of them is because I pretty much get it from Old Hun Farm, and the duck is one of the things that I have been kind of still trying to figure it out. And no, we are pretty much local, everything I have to say. We're proud to say that. That's
awesome. I think you're probably the only Chinese restaurant in Nova Scotia, or maybe even in Canada, that's utilizing local ingredients the way that you're doing.
I am trying really hard, let's put it this way.
Well, good on you. Cool, so you said we're going to cook chicken today. What are we going to cook?
We'll be cooking the black pepper chicken chop today.
That is
which is more like a fusion dish. this is something that you will see in one of those Hong Kong cafe style, which have the British influence, and that's why we're making authentic Chinese food with black pepper. So it's kind of like a mixture of different culture, and we'll be serving it on a really hot skillet today.
Yeah, I remember the first time you served this to me. It was mind blown. Mind blown. Cool. So we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna head over and chat with Chit Chat. We're gonna chop and cook with Andrew. We'll see you soon.
You ready?
Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm ready. Always ready, cooking wise.
Hey everybody, Andrew here in the kitchen of the Chit Chat Chop studio with my buddy Ivan Chen, and we are going to make one of my favorite dishes, Ivan. He's lifting the veil, he's going to show us some secrets, and tips and tricks, and I am thrilled. So what are we making?
We're making the black pepper chicken chop.
Black pepper chicken chop. That's amazing. So Ivan's brought from his own supply here. He's got some deboned chicken legs with a very simple marinade. We got some egg, some white pepper, and
White pepper, salt, a tag of sugar, and a little ginger powder.
all right. So there we go. Just some secret
Write
ingredients
that
that aren't so write it down. He's not going to tell us the amounts, but you know we'll figure it out. Hey, you got to keep some secrets. You got to keep some mystery.
I try not to sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Anyway, I love having this dish at your place, and it's the drama with the presentation too is super fun. So you guys will see that in the end, but that's really fun. So anyway, I'm going to take 2 of these chicken legs. Just correct me if I'm doing it wrong here. Gavin's giving me a little crash course. So let's see. So we're going to
Lightly rub it. Yeah.
lightly rub this in some cornstarch. And then we have our deep fryer on the go. So this is, I mean, like any fried chicken, it's going to take a decent amount of time to get it done. So 8 to 10 minutes in 350 to 375 degree oil. First one going right in there. Oh, beautiful. Going for a little swim. And then we're going to take another one, dredge it right through here.
Is this our first deep fat frying on the show?
This, we may have fried a little bit before, but this is the most serious fried chicken we've ever done on this show.
And it's Chinese food.
Yeah, Chinese food, exactly. No chicken balls here, am I right?
I'm sorry, that's something I cannot help you with.
I'll censor that beep. I'll beep that in.
All right, so we're just going to let that work for 8 to 10 minutes. We'll come back to it and we'll visit. So another great thing about this dish is it's served on a bed of sizzling onions.
Yep.
So we should probably get those going.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Certainly do.
So I'll get my pan warming up here. And, well, did you mind if I use your knife?
Go
Look at
ahead,
this
go
beautiful
for
knife
it.
Chef Ivan gave me. Oh, to use. None. Oh. Woo. Woo. Anything I should do? Anything in particular here?
No, just simple julienne red onion, which is going to be going in the bottom of the skillet, which as we pour the sauce in, when you see how we serve it, every flavor with the chicken, because the chicken is cut fresh,
Yeah.
when it come out of fire, all those flavors from the chicken will drizzle down and being cooked and saute the onion more on the skillet.
I love it. It's going to be so good. Chef Ivan, I feel really special. You let me back in your kitchen a few times, and just seeing that, it's a whole new world for chefs, right? Seeing these walks and the water wall you got going behind, like, people who work, cooks who work around the city don't often get an opportunity to see how a kitchen like that works, and it's super exciting for me, and I still want to get in there and get you to show me how it works. But man, so this is probably a little bit slowed down for you working on an induction burner. Like you work on basically a jet engine.
Pretty much, yes. It is a jet.
Yeah.
You've seen it. You see how the flame come out and everything on the side.
Oh, it's incredible. I like this knife. I like this knife a lot.
I'm unfortunate. You won't able to have this one.
Is there a story behind this knife? Don't chefs have like a story?
Yes, it does have a story on this knife because many years ago I was trying to switch from Chinese cooking into like I talked to Patty about I want to learn a new set. But all I had in my toolkit was cleavers.
Right.
So it took me a while for people to accept me to work in that environment. And after my first job successfully, that's something that my mother bought me. And she asked me, like if you want a chef knife, and yes, I always want one. And she just said, just pick one, and I'll get it for you. And that's why this is This is a knife I pretty much put aside and only use on special occasions. I don't really use it every day. Just when I'm doing special dinner, like you guys were at, and those are the nights that I would only bring it out.
Cool. Cool. It's like bringing in the big guns. All right, so I've got my pan. How hot do we want this? Pretty hot?
You want it pretty hot because you want the onion to be roasted, but without losing the moisture inside.
Right.
So you know how hot the wok is.
Yeah.
I usually would turn it up until it smokes and just dump it in there and keep tossing. That's until it kind of caramelizes a little bit, then I dump it off. Then use on the skillet.
All right, we got a nice smoky pan. We're ready to get these onions in here. We're using a little mini butane burner so we can really get the pan hot. It's not quite a jet engine over in a wok, but you got that sizzle. That's what we're going for. And like Chef Ivan said, you want to have that really high heat so you can caramelize the outside of the onion
Without any moisture comes out.
Exactly. That's sort of how I tell people to cook mushrooms in a lot of our classes here. Because a lot of times people put mushrooms in a pan on like medium heat, and then they just let all their water out, and they don't really brown up.
Don't scare up the heat, is what I always say.
Exactly.
You want to make good food, don't scare up the heat.
Exactly. Adam, you got to check this out. We got some nice little brown bits in here. This is awesome. So I'm just all right, so we're gonna season it up here.
We're gonna season it a little bit, so just a little salt, sugar, a little white pepper, again a little tiny bit of black pepper. So it kind of enhances the flavor a little bit when the sauce go onto it. So we just need to brown it really, then we can pretty much finish the cooking on the skillet. Cool. So just a little caramelization, just a little black, then we are good.
All right, so what, another 30 seconds or so?
Yeah, I would say another 15, 20 seconds.
Awesome.
It feels so good, I don't have to cook myself.
I know. I didn't put the sugar.
I usually, at the end, I kind of put a pinch of sugar in it because it kind of, to me, enrich that caramelization sweetness when you do like dry roast onion like that. It's just something that I do. Like I usually, like before I finish, I'll grab a little pinch of sugar and I kind of drizzle on it.
Cool. Well, it brings a little bit of balance too,
It
right?
is, yes.
Cool.
But you never know what the onion tastes like. Sometimes they're a little sharp, and the sugar will really help balance it, like Chef Andrew said.
Yeah. Well, check it out, everybody. These are beauties. We got them nicely charred. What do you think, Chef?
That is good. Thank you.
All right, so we're just gonna. Whoa.
That's beautiful. Whoa.
Very important. When
Don't
you're using
burn
an
any
open
hair.
flame, don't wave your hairy arm over the burner. Whew. Otherwise, your onions smell a little bit like, well.
You're all right.
I'm fine.
You're
I'm
right.
fine. It's great. It's all
And
part
you tell me you want to work next to my wall. Hey,
of it. Well,
you won't have much hair left that way.
that's fine. Bring it on. I can afford to lose a little bit. That's cool. All
So,
right. What, do you want to swap over here and you do
No,
this?
no,
one?
you can
Okay,
do
okay,
it.
cool. All right.
I can let you do it.
I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this, man. This is good. This is good. All right.
Okay, so the flavor of the onion
Yep.
is all on the pan. So what I usually do, I add a little red pepper in it. So you kind of dry roast it. Turn off the heat, please.
Yep.
Then you just put some water on it. Just a little bit of water. I would say about half a cup of water.
Half a cup of water coming right up.
You find a lot of people when they're cooking, like that don't really know what they're doing. They're always switching pans, but there's a lot of flavor loss when you don't use the
Exactly.
same pan.
You want to deglaze it that way. And you turn the heat back up.
Yep. There we go.
So
Cool.
we're
So you're
gonna-
getting all that flavor.
You got all the flavor. You see the water is changing color, turning to sauce. Because of the heat that I use, it's actually reduced quite quick. So I don't need to wait. I usually go in there. The water go in 5-10 seconds. This will all the black pepper flavor will come out. Again, we're gonna add a little seasoning on it, just kind of enrich the flavor. We always want the natural flavor of the ingredients. So to me, the salt and the sugar and everything, it just helped it to bring it out.
Well, they're enhancers, right? That's the thing.
So that's pretty much what we're doing.
Cool.
For flavor, that's my secret.
Whoa.
This is pretty much half oyster sauce and half hoisin sauce. So the hoisin sauce have a little sweetness to it, and it will kind of offset the black pepper. Some people don't like it too peppery. And of course, the oyster sauce will give you a really nice bold flavor to the sauce itself.
Well, one thing I love about this dish too is because you've got the two types of pepper and you have it in so many different forms in the dish, it becomes a real prominent flavor. Normally pepper is sort of like a little seasoning, a little afterthought on somebody's dish, but here it's pepper forward, but in a very, very fun way.
So we let it cook and maybe reduce a little bit.
Yeah.
So when the chicken chop's ready, so we pretty much should heat up the skillet now after we dump off that sauce onto the little cup.
Okay.
So it's a little too runny now, but so we usually have a little help. I'm gonna need Chef Andrew to help me a little bit.
Absolutely.
This is just a little potato starch with water. So this will thicken that really quick. At my restaurant, I use a few drops because of the heat that I put it through. It will thicken really fast. If you do it at home and you want to play safe, you probably want to use cornstarch.
I was going to say, why do you choose potato starch over corn?
Potato starch really thicken quicker, and it doesn't break after.
Okay.
Because you cornstarch, a lot of time, if you eat it right away, it's fine. If for our food, when we set it on the table, 15 minutes later, all those sauce will fall. And
What to do?
Always make sure your pan is balanced on your butane burner, otherwise half your sauce falls on the table.
it's all right. We don't need that much sauce anyway.
It tastes great even from the
Okay,
table.
was it good?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's really
good enough. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
So we need the spatula. You okay, Jeff?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't want to screw it up for you, man.
So we wanna just a little bit. You have to add it really slow. You see how it thickens really fast. We probably have a little too much in it already. We're gonna add a little water.
If only we had a little
Yeah.
sauce, a little extra
Yeah, so
sauce.
you wanna, if you thicken it really fast, see, this is what happened when you use potato starch and well, because we have less liquid in it now, finish it.
It's just my twist on the dish, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would like that.
A little bit of water.
Dump it on the floor
Yeah.
isn't usually a twist that's...
So that's, we just fill it back up with what Chef Andrew lost. And this is the way it's supposed to be now. So we can dump it off in that little cup.
Perfect. Well, actually, let's use this one right here. That's nice and fresh. Here we go, and that's off. Beautiful. And one thing people don't often realize when they're using cornstarch or potato starch at home is it needs to come up to a boil in order to activate
It does.
right? How's our chicken looking, Chef?
Chicken looking pretty good. I think we're almost at the right time now.
Perfect. So we want to heat up our skillet now, huh?
Yeah, we just need to heat it up so they finish cooking of the onion.
Wonderful. All right, so just right on the burner, turn the burner on.
I would say so, yeah.
All right. Love it. That's one of the great things about this dish is the drama when it comes to the table. It's all
It's,
sizzling.
and it's where it needs to actually bring the flavor together.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just a serving piece. It's actually part of finishing the dish
It
at the
is,
table. Yeah.
Because you pretty much combine everything at the end.
Right.
And that's why like the dish itself is tastes so fresh because you really don't pre-cook everything and put it on a plate. You
Right.
pretty much finish it. We usually serve it by table side. So the girls will have the onion, will have the chicken chopped on it, and they will pour the sauce on as it was right on your table. So you will smell that black pepper and that aromatic will come
It's
right
kind of the
in.
perfect dish to order in the restaurant because everybody looks at your table and gets really jealous. Like, what are they
It-
having? What
yeah.
are they having? I want that.
It's funny. Usually on a busy night, the first one come out, there will be 3 or 4 after.
Yeah.
Because everyone looking over, oh, I want that.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Just remember, those chicken chops actually deboned with skin on. We want that skin on it because it will keep the moisture so much better inside that juicy chicken leg.
It makes it taste better on you.
It is flavor so much more.
Well, and it renders it's actually a little golden brown under there too, right? It's actually beautiful.
So we usually just flip it. Because we don't want to crack the skin. You can hear it.
Oh, that crunch, Ivan. And I love all the nooks and crannies and all the extra crunch that you get. Oh, that from that cornstarch and that deep fry, that's beautiful.
So we can serve any time.
Oh yeah, that sizzle. And right on top, we got our sauce. Beautiful. Black pepper chicken chop.
Woo woo! In the house.
Chef Ivan, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
Not done yet.
No.
Oh no, there's still
Would you
something.
pop over
got
there?
more to go.
Tell about that. There's gonna be a surprise.
This is just the
We'll
cooking
stop.
part.
Well, in a sec, you gotta get ready. But tell
I gotta
them-
eat this first, and then we have a surprise trivia for Ivan.
Uh-oh.
Because Ivan, like Adam and I, we thought was a die-hard Raptors fan.
Oh.
Are you a die-hard Raptors fan? You said, "Oh, I'm not sure if what happened with that."
I tried.
You try? Okay, so we're gonna.
I'm a basketball fan, but
Okay, well, we're gonna put you to the test. We've got some trivia Raptors questions for you.
Uh-oh.
Woo woo.
I'm gonna be embarrassed myself so bad.
You are not. You're gonna be awesome. Awesome. All right, so we're adding a new little thing this year, season 4. We're gonna do a little trivia with Ivan as our little closer to the Chit Chat Chop show. And Adam and I are big Raptors fans, and Ivan is a big NBA in general, but I think you're a big Raptors fan. I know it's in there in your heart,
I
right?
tried.
in June when we're hosting another Larry
Oh,
O'B,
yeah.
you'll be a fan.
I think
Yeah.
we will too.
So we have 14 questions. We're gonna run through them really quickly. If Ivan gets 13 of 14, we think he's an all-star Raptors fan, and he has to get more than 10. Because if you get less than 10, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. A little disappointed.
We'll see at the end.
All right, well first, before we start, when did you become a Raptors fan?
Well,
Let me
since the-
change it to NBA
since the-
fan. Let's say NBA
Okay,
fan.
when did you
okay?
become an NBA fan?
Well, NBA fan since I was 13 years old.
13. Okay, who's your favorite Raptor of all time?
Just a hard one. David Stoudemire.
Okay, most frustrating Raptor.
Most frustrating?
Frustrating.
Like when you're watching, you're like, oh,
The Italian guy, Andre
Bargnani.
Yeah, he drove me nuts.
Okay.
Like he's,
Fave Raps memory.
of course, winning the championship.
Yeah. Okay.
ow!
Were you surprised when Kawhi left?
No, not
No.
no.
Okay. Now we're on to trivia. What year did the Raptors play their first season in the NBA?
1995.
Oh my God.
Who's getting shocked? Lindsay?
Who was
One.
the first official draft pick in Raptors history, not expansion?
I believe David Stoudemire.
Oh my God, you got it right. Cha-ching! What was the name of the first original professional basketball team in Toronto?
Ooh, that one I don't know.
Okay, we'll come back to it. You think about it. Who scored the Raptors' first ever regular season basket?
Regular season basket.
You got this.
Was it Damon?
No. No.
Alvin
Alvin
Robertson.
Robertson.
Okay.
Okay, the Raptors have only had one first overall draft pick. Who was it?
It was the one I hated so bad.
That's exactly right.
Bargnani. You got it. You got it. Well, we had 3? Is that 3 questions?
3 questions out of 4, yeah. So we're going back to that second question. Who holds the record for accumulating the most points in Raptor history?
Vince Carter.
No!
The Vince
So
Carter.
close!
Was it Vince Carter or Damon?
No, DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, it was
DeMar!
just recently.
It
Yes,
was.
yes.
Okay, what number did Kyle Lowry wear when he first joined the Raptors?
That one I don't know. That one I don't remember.
Okay, I'll tell you who wears his number now. OG.
OG was Sears, I think.
No.
That's my boy.
I forgot last. I was just
3.
watching last night.
3.
My
Kyle
God.
Lowry wore 3, and OG wears that number now. I kind of gave you that one as a question. Who was the first player to record a triple-double for the Raps?
Better be Damon, so.
It is. Good job. Which team have the Raptors beaten in the regular season more than any other?
Regular season.
I'll give you a hint. Who's the team that we talked about before we went on air that we're not scared of in the playoffs?
Not scared.
Sixers.
Yep. Who is the only Raptor not named Vince to win the NBA Slam Dunk contest?
Slam dunk contest was Terran Ross.
Oh,
Yeah!
Tracy McGrady left Toronto in 2000 to go with what NBA team?
Orlando Magic.
Name the 2 Canadians on the Raptors' current roster.
Ooh, that's
I'll give you a hint. They both start, their last name both starts with B. Bonjour! You got her!
Would be
Chris
Chris Boucher
Boucher.
and
and
See, I don't know.
Brissette.
Okay, I don't know what the names are.
Have you ever been able to jump and touch a 10-foot rim?
I have. That's why I broke my knee and my career. I have.
Okay, who will be the 2 teams in the NBA Finals?
2 teams NBA final. It's going to be Portland Trailblazers and the Raptors.
Woo!
Yeah!
And will the Raptors win the title?
The referee.
Well
you're an all-star.
done.
It doesn't matter what you get wrong or right, you're an all-star. You answered the last
Definitely are an
questions
all-star.
correctly.
You like were naming those off? So what was the name of the first original professional basketball team in Toronto? It was the Toronto Huskies.
Oh yeah, geez, I should have known that one. I should have known that one. Oh my God, they were playing at a Forum too.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I think you did really well. I would have not got most of those because I'm a more recent Raptors fan.
I watched, but it just a lot of them in the memories just kind of like fall off. Like
Yeah,
you know, just past 5 years, I don't have time to even watch a game.
I know.
It used to be like I'd be like
gotta work less.
NBA TV. Like as soon as I'm home, is all I'm watching, and it just I used to watch highlights every single night, every game. It just since you own your own restaurant, you just don't have time to
We'll work
follow
on
it
that.
anymore. Yeah, I try. I mean, last night at Super Bowl, whatever, I go to watch a Raptor game. I did. I was like, whatever. Like I watch whenever a Raptor game's not on TV, then I switch to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sorry, the basketball game's still first.
Well, thank you for coming on. It's been 4 seasons of trying to get you on here, so I'm super excited that you were able to join us.
Thank you.
And you brought, you know, one of my favorite. I always say my favorite, but really I have like 12 dishes on your menu that are my favorites. So thanks for coming.
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah. That's it. That's another episode of Chit Chat Chop. Woo woo. See you next time.